Thank you very much, Cahill. I too want to sympathise with all those who have lost family members over the last the last 3 or 4 weeks, and to whatever reason they lost their family members, because it's been a very difficult time for those people in recent times, because nobody can help them or assist them or grieve with them or come to the funeral or were able to go to the funeral of the people that they lost. And I'll just give you an example of one 91-year-old man who knew he was dying. And he said, God damn it, he said to his son, there'll be no neighbour or no one coming to the funeral, and the son is bothered to this day about it, because he was a grand man, and it's hurting many people and families that nobody can help them to grieve or start the grieving process like was tradition in Kerry, and I'm sure all around the county, where neighbours went and helped families to grieve and to survive, and I sympathise with all of those. I want to thank all the frontline staff, the nurses, doctors, kitchen and working staff, and cleaners who are vital in all our healthcare facilities, whether it is hospitals, Tralee General or Killarney District Hospital or Kenmare District Hospital, wherever it is, our nursing homes right around our county. All those involved deserve any accolade that we can give them, and to ensure them that we will fight for whatever PPE that they need to keep our health services going. I have a few things, as well as Michael. I have to raise the matter of home helps as well, because anyone that was here in the last hour will know that was one of my constant things that I was on about day after day, was home help for people, to let them stay in their homes for as long ever as possible. And I can assure you, Minister, that anyone that has home help in Kerry had to fight to get it. And it isn't the case that some people had it and that they shouldn't have it, because they were entitled to it and they have it, and I'm asking you to let it to them, please. And it's a case of robbing Peter to pay Paul, because these people can die of another reason in their own homes if they don't have the home help coming into them. That's what I'm asking, and I'm begging you, please, to do something to ensure that this action is stopped or is changed. And that's why it is valuable for us to be able to come in here today and raise this issue, which is so important to elderly people around the county of Kerry. And I'll just take another example of why it is so important. You have a 70-year-old man, a 72-year-old man. He was accosted the other day going into the shop by some nosy parker who said, "You shouldn't be out getting your messages." I mean, we can't trap elderly people entirely and isolate them entirely. I have to raise the issue of the air ambulance that was promised in the programme for government for the southwest of our country. It's going to be closing down tomorrow evening because of funds. I was on to Minister Harris's office early in March, and I've heard nothing back from him since. Since then, I've been in contact with the Taoiseach's office, and I'm begging and imploring you to keep this vital service going, because we have people that do manifest with cardiac failure and stroke and different illnesses, and they're far away from where they have to go to, and their ambulance is vital. I suppose I have to thank the government, and especially Tony Hoolan, for the massive work that he has been doing and that the government have been doing. And I see where the Taoiseach thanked the Chinese for the stuff that we need, the PPE stuff that we need, and I just want to say I would thank the Chinese as well if they had kept their virus. And we would need the guns and the equipment that we're looking for now, if that had happened.
Thanks, Deputy. Move on to the final